I'm Scott Beadle. Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. Today marks the 22nd annual Tunica Biloxi Powwow. Today's events are dedicated to education and to children. ABC 31's Shar Thomas has our top story tonight.
Today, the Tunica Biloxi tribe hosted their 22nd annual Children's Day here at the Paragon Casino.
This program this morning allows them to get closer and to ask questions, and there'll be more interaction between the dancers and the craftspeople. And it's very informal, and we think the kids will enjoy it and learn a lot.
A large crowd of people came out today to partake in the festivities and learn more about the Native American culture. John Barbary kicks off a preview of what the Tunica Biloxi Powwow will be like for the rest of the weekend. Today was dedicated towards educational fun for children. They got to experience the Native American culture on another level. The children that attended the Tunica Biloxi festivities will walk away with more than just a full stomach, but knowledge of a culture that has been around for ages.
In Marksville, Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
The Redefine Project is on a mission to bring back the Boys and Girls Club.
We have a petition going around Central Louisiana to reopen the Boys and Girls Club right here in Alexandria. Our goal is to achieve 1,000 signatures by the end of the month. We're currently at 750, so we thank the community support that has come out already to sign our petition, and we continue.
The club needs volunteers to tutor and mentor. If you'd like to volunteer, you can contact Curtis Lewis at 318-792-0621 or visit the Redefined Facebook page. Senator Bill Cassidy and Representative Mike Johnson recently announced legislation to request a deadline extension for the beginning stages of construction on the hydroelectric project on the Red River. Senator Cassidy says, quote, using the Red River to develop hydropower would generate affordable energy for working families. It would also create jobs. Section 13 of the Federal Power Act allows for commencement of construction to be extended once, but no longer than 2 additional years. We are looking at some unsettled conditions heading into the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with your weather now.
Hey Scott, yeah, definitely going to see some warm temperatures hang around like we saw today, upper 80s to low 90s in most areas as we head into the weekend too, keeping the warm weather and humid weather in our forecast. Now, we could see some showers and thunderstorms make their way into our area too. Biggest potential for any of these storms will be some heavy rain that could develop late Saturday, and then also see that heavy rain potential on Sunday as well. And this unsettled weather pattern really lasts into early next week, but by early next week we do at least drop temperatures back a little bit into the low 80s by Monday and Tuesday. But it was a hot one out there today. Our high reached 92 degrees here in Alexandria, 88 degrees the high down in Baton Rouge, 90 in Monroe and Shreveport, and 88 degrees the high in Natchitoches late this afternoon. So for tonight, warm and muggy overnight, our temperature only dropping back to 73 with partly cloudy skies, south-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So warm and humid for your Saturday. Again, some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Heavy rain on Sunday with more scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, and keeping that chance of rain going into early next week before we finally dry it out by the middle part of next week with some cooler temperatures moving in as we get to the middle part of next week. And we'll talk more about that with your weekend forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
About once every 40 seconds, someone in the U.S. will suffer a stroke. May is Stroke Awareness Month, and doctors are working to shine the spotlight on the nation's 5th leading cause of death.
The most common is the stroke secondary to a clot. Like this image showed, you have the blood supplies here in red. See it in red? And this area, darker, is showing an area where the blood supply is not getting there. So what happens is, you have an artery with the blood supply is going there, and there is a clot here. And that clot is made because the patient have disease in the artery. The risk factor you have are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, obesity, sedentary life, basically all the unhealthy life.
There are about 800,000 strokes recorded in the U.S. each year. A reminder for signs and symptoms of a stroke is referred to as FAST, that is facial drooping, arm weakness or numbness, slurred speech, and time, which means call 911 immediately. The faster these symptoms can be recognized and treated, the lower the chance of possible disabilities. The Chickamauga Riders Trail Ride has been going on for about 7 years now. It's a horse trail ride with motorcycles welcome around the beautiful Chickamauga Riders Trail in LeCount.
We'll have jumpers for the kids. We'll have a live performance by Danger and the Zydeco All-Stars. We'll have some free food. We'll have vendor spots available. It's just going to be, nice. Nice big meet and greet.
The event is tomorrow on Thompson Road in LeCount. It is free, but if you want to participate in the ride, you do need to bring your own horse. Still ahead on ABC 31 News, President Trump prepares for his first foreign trip, still dealing with a tumultuous week in Washington. Plus, new details on the man who rammed into a crowd of people on a sidewalk in Times Square. That story coming up next.
KLAX TV has been giving away great prizes month after month. Now, we're giving you a chance to win a $500 gift card to spend at Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore. That's right, $500 courtesy of Clark Dunbar and KLAX TV. Visit us online, on Facebook, on Twitter, and click register and get ready to win. Enter daily, share the post to increase your chances of winning. It's time to win from KLAX TV and Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore.
Follow us on Twitter. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
President Trump just left the White House and it promises to be a busy trip, 5 countries in 8 days. All of this while there are still plenty of scandals here at home. ABC's Maggie Rulli has the latest.
Richard Rojas appeared in court on Friday, just about 24 hours after police say he deliberately pulled a U-turn in Times Square and started plowing down pedestrians.
He waited for those cars to pass.
Hoping to put this week's scandals behind him, President Trump takes off on his first foreign trip as commander-in-chief, tweeting that he'll be strongly protecting American interests. That's what I like to do. It may be what he likes to do, but his laundry list of goals, like seeking peace in the Middle East and ending Islamic terrorism, will be facing an uphill battle, both from abroad and at home.
This very significant moment in American history.
As back-to-back scandals continue to rock the White House.
Does anybody have any questions?
Just this week, accusations that President Trump leaked classified material to the Russians. Then a memo from former FBI Director James Comey claiming the president tried to interfere in the federal investigation into Russian election meddling. The next day, an announcement that a new special counsel will take the lead on that investigation and look into possible connections between Russia and the Trump campaign. The investigation is already underway, and now the Washington Post is reporting that someone close to the president has been identified as a person of interest.
I think the American people are still puzzled and we're still divided.
The man who appointed the special counsel, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, spent a second day in a row briefing lawmakers behind closed doors.
I thought it was very informative.
Hopefully now we can move forward. The American people wants us to do things for them.
And a new report from the New York Times says that during his meeting with the Russians, President Trump called Comey a nut job and said that firing him took pressure off the investigation. The White House is not denying the report. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Now to that deadly crash in the heart of Times Square. The NYPD is working to find a motive as multiple victims continue fighting for their lives. ABC's Emily Rao is in Times Square with more.
Richard Rojas appeared in court on Friday, just about 24 hours after police say he deliberately pulled a U-turn in Times Square and started plowing down pedestrians.
He waited for those cars to pass, and he accelerated, striking down these pedestrians. That goes to his state of mind and his motivation.
Surveillance video now piecing together a timeline. Investigators say Rojas left his house at 10:30 and drove straight to Times Square.
We got a car running people over for 2 and 7.
18-year-old Alyssa Ellman and her 13-year-old sister among the first victims. Alyssa did not survive. Her sister now in the hospital with a collapsed lung.
The screaming and hearing the engine revving, and it was just all so quick because before screams, the revving, and then the impact.
Witnesses describing him as crazed. He told police he smoked marijuana laced with PCP. Extra concrete barricades are now in place on several blocks where police say Rojas kept accelerating until he crashed.
He actually goes underneath a scaffold. Parts of his car, the side view mirror, license plates are falling off as he's striking these pedestrians. People are being dragged. They're on top of the car.
7 victims are still in the hospital. The next step now, detectives will be searching the home of Richard Rojas and talking to his family, looking for some kind of clue as to why he may have done this. Emily Rao, ABC News, New York.
Sweden's top prosecutor says she is dropping an investigation into a rape claim against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange after almost 7 years. Terry Moran reports.
This is a moment of triumph for Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks and the man who played such a key role in Donald Trump's victory in last November's election, because it was WikiLeaks who published those Democratic National Committee emails that played such a large role. But for nearly 5 years now, Assange has been holed up here in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, a fugitive from a rape prosecution in Sweden. This morning, the stunning announcement, Sweden's top prosecutor saying that rape investigation is over, halted for lack of progress. But Assange's legal problems, they are far from over. London police say that there is still a warrant for his arrest on the far less serious charge of not showing up for court 5 years ago, and American officials may want to extradite him on possible espionage charges. Terry Moran, ABC News, London.
Chris will be in with your forecast right after this.
Explore strange new worlds on MeTV. Seek out new life.
I've seen old photographs of this period. Let's get out of here.
Hold it right there! And new civilizations. Boldly go to Mayberry and the Andy Griffith Show.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to us. Temperatures today back into the upper 80s to low 90s. Here in Alexandria, we hit a high of 92 degrees late this afternoon. That's our normal high temperature at this time of year is 86. And our record high is 97 back in 1906. And last year at this time, we were at 77 degrees. So you can see a big difference just a year ago as you had some cooler air around the area here in this time of May. But it looks like the warm weather hangs around for the next couple of days. Other area high temperatures today into the upper 80s to near 90 in much of Louisiana late this afternoon. Also noticing that dew point on the increase as well. That's been putting that humidity back into the atmosphere, and as a front gets closer tomorrow, that'll bring some showers and thunderstorms along with it. It looks like the heavy rain potential will come in on Sunday with another threat of showers and thunderstorms by the time we get to the afternoon hours of Sunday. But right now we're at sunny skies, 89 degrees out there, dew point close to 70 in the upper 60s, making it feel like the low 90s out there right now too. South winds continuing at about 15 miles per hour at this hour. Now for tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies, still warm and pretty muggy overnight, 73 for our low, south-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now as we head into our Saturday, the weekend gets started with a few clouds out there, and by afternoon, could see some showers and thunderstorms develop across our area too. Looks like Saturday there'll be more hit and miss as far as showers and thunderstorms go. Looks like a better chance of rain really comes in on Sunday. And with that chance of rain, could see some heavy rain potential on Sunday, and really keeping that threat of rain in the forecast through a good portion of next week. So we'll be warm and humid as we get into our weekend. Again, widespread showers and thunderstorms with heavy rain potential on Sunday, and then keep that chance of rain going into early next week. Now with the rain around next week and some clouds, it looks like temperatures will cool off a little bit, getting at least back into the low to mid 80s early next week. And by the middle part of next week, could be looking at upper 70s in some areas before we clear the rain out of here and bring some sunshine back by later parts of next week. But here's what it looks like on the surface map for our Saturday. Again, we're going to watch a cold front well off to our west, start moving its way a little bit further east. As it does so, then it brings some showers and thunderstorms into parts of central Louisiana. Looks like the heavier rain, or at least the severe weather, will stay to our north through eastern Arkansas, back into parts of western Tennessee. But as the front passes through, as we get into Sunday, again, that's where we could see some showers and thunderstorms producing heavy rain. But a little bit of drying out as we get to early next week. Still going to keep some chances of rain around as we head to both Monday and Tuesday, but really starting to dry our drier area out by the middle part of next week. That's when some cooler temperatures arrive as well. But for tonight, again, a muggy night out there. Overnight lows into the 70s, at least low 70s in most of our hometowns. 72 degrees tomorrow morning in Boyce, 73 degrees here in Alexandria, 73 in Bunkie and Marksville, partly cloudy skies, south-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into our Saturday, back into the mid-80s, but again, could see some heavy showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. But our hometowns basically staying in the mid to upper 80s in most areas, 86 degrees in Otis, 86 degrees Marksville, Alexandria, 87 degrees in Walters, 85 degrees the high temperature in Oak Grove. 7-day forecast, a little bit cooler on Sunday. Still a chance for some showers and thunderstorms around 81. Sunday afternoon, upper 70s return on Monday. Don't take the rain chance out of the forecast on Monday, but bring some more rain chances back by Tuesday and Wednesday, with highs staying upper 70s to low 80s for the middle part of next week. By end of next week, though, that's when we start to get some more better weather back in here, at least pleasant weather on Thursday and Friday, with highs close to 85 or 86 by Friday of next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Chris. It is the form of breast cancer that has no cure. New statistics are bringing some hope, however. With more, here's Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Awareness, prevention, treatment. Advances in all of these fronts have made the fight against breast cancer a growing success story, with more women having cancers detected earlier and treated more effectively than ever before. Yet for some women with what is known as metastatic breast cancer, the goal is not so much a cure, but control. Metastatic cancers are those that have already spread to other organs, making complete elimination difficult, if not impossible. But today, a new report offers some hopeful signs that advances are being made on this front also. Researchers led by the National Cancer Institute looked at past and current surveillance data, estimating that today nearly 155,000 women in the U.S. live with metastatic breast cancer, a roughly 50% increase over numbers seen just decades ago. And the percentage of women living at least 5 years with breast cancer is double what it was in the early 1990s. One important reason, of course, are improvements in treatment. But with more women now living with metastatic breast cancer, experts say the need is greater than ever for more research to better meet their needs. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
4 automakers, Toyota, Subaru, Mazda, and BMW, have agreed to a $553 million settlement over recalled Takata airbags. Drivers could be compensated for things like lost wages, car rentals, or childcare while they were taking their car in for recall repairs. IBM was a pioneer in letting employees work from home, but now the company is reversing course. IBM plans to tell thousands of workers to return to the office or leave the company, according to the Wall Street Journal. IBM says working in the office will improve collaboration and pick up the pace of work. Reebok is trying to cash in on a new male romper trend with its own re-romper. The tee has a hood, cargo pockets, and a half-zip opening. The male romper craze started with a Kickstarter campaign for Romp Him, a romper for men. But the internet is divided on whether it's a good look. Coming up, NSU baseball coach Bobby Barbier talks about the impact his seniors have made on the program. And after a dangerous crash, Eric Almirola is in the hospital. A NASCAR driver spoke today about his injury and his future on the track.
ABC 31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in Central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
Strike the Enemy,
Grey's Anatomy.
Rays can deliver.
Damn right. Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.
It's senior day at Brown Stroud Field as the NSU baseball team closes out their regular season at home against UNO. And while the Demon seniors haven't exactly had the season they envisioned when they hit the field back in the spring, Coach Barbier is still proud of their efforts.
Very proud of those guys to keep competing, keep working hard. You know, it hadn't worked out as some of them wanted to. Some of them it has, you know, and that's just the way it goes in our game, you know. So very excited for them, to honor them, you know, and what they have given to this university.
The La Tech softball team opened up play in the Tuscaloosa Regional this afternoon against top-ranked Minnesota. The Lady Techsters fell behind 8-0 and couldn't recover. They fell 11-3. La Tech will now go in a win-or-go-home situation. They'll be next in action tomorrow at 5. A scary crash on Sunday sent NASCAR driver Eric Almirola to the hospital. The results, not so great. The 33-year-old suffered a compression fracture to his T5 vertebrae and is expected to miss the next 8 to 12 weeks in order to recover. Now, missing the next 2 months pretty much ends any playoff hopes for Almirola, who is 23rd in the NASCAR Cup standings. And because he won't compete in every single regular season race, he will need a waiver from NASCAR to remain eligible for the playoffs. Even with a waiver, he will need to win a race and finish in the top 30 of the regular season standings in order to qualify. But for now, that's really the furthest thing from Almirola's mind.
Being out 8 to 12 weeks and not having a chance at the playoffs, obviously that stinks, especially coming off of Talladega. And when we left Talladega, we were only 1 point out of being in the chase. I'm going to listen to the doctors. You know, I'm young. I've got a lot of life ahead of me. I've got a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old at home. I'm not going to do anything stupid to rush myself back in a race car and risk not being able to feel anything from my belly button down for the rest of my life.
There are 8 bones in a human wrist. And when Braves first baseman Freddie Freeman was hit this week, one of those bones was broken in 7 places. Ouch. The injury will keep the NL leader in home runs out for at least the next 8 weeks, but as Freeman said, it probably could have been worse.
It is, Dr. Lawyer said, the best possible bone that could have broke. It is broken, but there's a ligament there, and it makes it heal back together. But that is also why I'm in so much pain, because of the pressure of the ligaments. But he said of the 8 bones, it's the best possible one, so I'm going to trust him on that, and hopefully it heals quick.
And the Triple Crown continues this weekend as the 142nd running of the Preakness from Pimlico Racecourse gets ready to hit the track. The Kentucky Derby winner, Always Dreaming, heads into the race as the odds-on favorite to win. If he's able to pull it off, Always Dreaming would be in the running for the Triple Crown at the Belmont in a few weeks. The race gets going tomorrow at 3. So, you're in a horse racing, time to put your money down.
Yeah, haven't been a lot of Triple Crown winners in a few
Not
decades,
in recent
really.
history, no.
Thanks, Nick. We'll be right back.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
We are more than halfway through the merry month of May, that is. Here's Weekends with 31. There's summer reading tomorrow at Rapides Parish Libraries from 9 to 6. It's part of a program to keep children in the libraries with a theme of building a better world.
And the Alexandria Zoo has an endangered species program tomorrow from 10 till 2. Our zoo is home to more than 35 species who are risked from endangered to critical.
NBRA season, the racing season begins tomorrow in Kincaid Lake. Gotta check that out.
Kent House is hosting its first bridal fair just in time for the June wedding season. That is tomorrow from noon to 4.
And Rec2U has its summer kickoff tomorrow as well. The city summer recreation program begins with a sundown showing of the movie Moana. And the festivities begin at 4 in Bringhurst Park.
Guys, Men Who Cook is tomorrow night at River Oaks. This popular fundraiser also includes Men Who Mix, possibly us, to raise funds for the city's art center downtown. It's at 6:30, but better call ahead because they often sell out.
Good stuff there.
Got to get into the menu mix.
There you go.
And how's the weather cooperating for everything?
Definitely going to see a little bit of rain chance in our forecast as we head into the weekend. Temperatures are going to be still warm, though. We saw highs in the 90s today, probably mid-80s or so for our Saturday. Low 80s by Sunday, but again, pretty good chance of rain Saturday and Sunday. Heavy rain possible. Not seeing a big threat for severe weather this weekend, though. Most of the severe weather will stay to our north and to our east. But keeping the rain chances around even early next week. Upper 70s for Tuesday. More rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, I should say, with temperatures on the cooler side, though. Mid-70s by Wednesday afternoon, and then some pleasant weather returns finally by end of next week. Sunshine and temperatures back into the mid to upper 80s by Friday. So yeah, it looks like kind of a damp weekend, but I think there'll be some hit and miss showers and thunderstorms. I wouldn't cancel any plans this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Crime Watch Daily. We get bad guys arrested. This is why heroin is such a problem, and you're part of it. You get warrants issued.
I went to meet somebody and they say that she was underage.
And your help.
The real perpetrators, they're going to be sitting in prison, and my daughter is going to be free.
Get justice served.
Very grateful for Crime Watch Daily.
Airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.